Hey everyone, welcome back to the Weekly SEO.
Hello everyone.
As always, we are here to share some SEO tips, SEO tricks, and we do it every week on Friday. Today, we are going to talk about 3 topics, which is really very outstanding. And this slide will be added in the description section. So you will have a chance to check out it again if you'd like. And also, if you have some questions, you can add them in the chat.
So first of all, welcome back, Roman.
Oh yeah, last week I wasn't here, so right now I am back.
I'm back.
That's awesome, man. I like it.
Yes. Okay, some memes here because we didn't had it yet until now. So we are like pro in StreamYard right now. How many people is there right now? Is everything good?
Yes, it's okay. Now maybe we can wait a bit, then we can pass to another sections.
Oh, so, yeah.
How are you, Bishra? That's my question for you.
I'm good. It was a long week. I hope we can get longer. I'm fine. I don't have any fancy inserts here to go. No Terminator references.
And
I wish I thought that.
Let's make it a little bit fun. So here's 3 people: Tugayjan, Hey, Atakan, Marina.
Welcome.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna ask you something before we start this slide. How do you feel like being in SEO industry? What does that mean to you?
That's really a good question, and it's my best part of it. Like it's so dynamic, every day is updating, and you need to update yourself. That's actually my first point, because you cannot solve everything with your general knowledge. You need to update yourself, and also we are updating ourselves, but also we are updating another people also, while making this live stream and this kind of blog post, etc. That's actually my the best point.
So do you like that?
Of course. So that's the main topic. Like, I am here.
That's why we are here.
Yeah.
That's
why we are here.
What about you, Bishra?
Oh,
no, it's not a tricky question. It's very general, and you like it.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm laughing because I feel some danger from your cases right now. So, I love being in SEO industry, but if you are thinking of being in SEO, if anyone who watches this, if you do not have that passion, the passion for learning something, self-learning, always developing something, always iterating your presentations, because it's not a one-shot thing. You should always improve yourself. If you do not have any passion for it, hi Shine, I got excited when I see you. If you don't have any passion, it's not for you. I can say that, but
definitely.
But I know.
So, do you feel lucky because you are like how to say, a follower of women in tech SEO?
I couldn't hear the question. I'm so sorry. I just have a problem, I guess.
Do you feel lucky because you are in women in technical SEO group?
Yeah, I really feel lucky about it because before being a part of a bigger woman community, I hope Ozan is not here. Before becoming a part of bigger women community, I just feel like there are always men around, and always men are good at technical SEO and other stuff. And yeah, I know you're all men. Uh, and I don't know. There is a stereotyping, I guess, in terms of the being an SEO, because even in Moz there was a study from 3 months ago around the world. Most of the people categorizes men as tech SEOs and women as content marketers. Of course, I'm a content marketer too. I was a content marketer before, but I also love dealing with data, creating some huge and fancy graphs out of it. And of course, especially I love doing for example, robot TXT optimization and sitemap optimizations, because it's so, I don't know, genius. One day you just crawl a website with 200,000 pages and with a few rules. After a few days later, it turns into 600 pages. It's something magical for me. I love seeing the change over the time. So I love doing some parts of technical SEO too. And for women in tech SEO, I really feel lucky because I have a lot of women who to whom I can ask many questions, learn from them, and it's a good thing for me. It's a really good experience, and they don't have. Even I can ask a question to Aleida Solis whenever I need, if she is not busy, or Jay or Aresh. That's why I'm lucky.
That's a big chance, yeah. That's a big opportunity. So let me share my screen then. And let's begin the weekly SEO. Do you see it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I turn on the point. So welcome back to the weekly SEO. My name is Roman Adamita. I am Director of SEO at Boostros. As a Director of SEO, I am leading and encouraging the SEO team at Boostros right now.
Hi, I'm Büşra. I'm the Senior SEO Executive of Boostros. I'm the public speaker of all the meetings, and I'm a part-time content marketer too, and I'm happy to work here.
Hello, everyone again. I'm Adam, and I'm SEO associate at Boostros Agency, and it's almost like 6 months. I am a part of this team, and I'm feeling really so lucky to be here and also sharing my knowledge in weekly SEO in every week.
Amazing. The previous week, Büşra, you said you are working part-time as a content queen. Why this week you say content marketer?
I don't know. I don't wanna be a queen this week. I guess that's what.
That's up to you. Okay. So today we are gonna cover some really detailed topics, and in my side, I have why should you be an out of the center follower in SEO, and then how to get better at strategic thinking on SEO, how to get better at Python SEO, what SEO community are working on so hard, how to get better at leading an agency or a team, how to be on track with the latest SEO news, and what to do if you are a newbie in the SEO community.
And I'm going to cover topics such as convincing decision makers for content SEO, where you shouldn't start your content strategy, how will you turn your content ideas into data, how to make organic traffic estimations, and the right time to make content idea lists.
I have also, this week, I have a blog recommendation. It's about page speed is now more important for SEO. It's Href from Href blog. And quick facts about Core Web Vitals and the importance of using Filmstrip by optimizing our page speed. And I have also some recommendation for simple tools for cumulative layoutship. And also I have a news for you. It's about Search Console supports now Regex.
Oh yeah, that week was like everything is about regex in Google Search Console.
Yeah, that's amazing.
People start to get excited about this, but it's really a big update in there.
Yeah, because everyone was waiting for it.
I should really start learning that, man.
Regex is not that hard, by the way. It's not a programming language, but it's hard to have a meaning for that code. It's like when a cat is going to your keyboard, it's something like that. Okay. So in my first slide, it's about why should you be an out of the center follower in SEO. When you're looking at this image, what do you feel? What do you see there? I'm asking you. And of course, attendance. We have 10 people right now.
Being lost in too much information. Misdirection.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that also. Like you have lots of question in your mind, and you have a stairs. Like if you solve them, you can be free. You need to think like out of box.
Okay. You are looking so complex, man. It's really simple thing, but there is no correct answer for that, and everyone is seeing different because we are different from each other. We think in really various ways. So here I'm seeing like you lift the stairs, and lift the stairs, it's meaning like you trying to learn something, right? So when you're there, up there, then you have a new question and you have a new problem. So this question here is a problem. So I wanted to say that the truth is you are in a very competitive zone about this year, because maybe you don't know where to start, or who should you follow? What should you do to get better at something special? For example, to get better at feature snippets, or to get better at core web vitals metrics, or at canonicalization, or pagination pages, or local SEO optimization, for example. So something special is meaning that. So today I'm gonna talk a little bit about that, and quickly, not really detailed. It's skeptical, because when you write to Google SEOs to follow or top SEO experts, you will get lost. Why? Because there is a lot of people. Like I said, it's a competitive zone. There is a lot of people really had a best expertise about SEO, about link building, about digital PRing, or something else. So I'm not saying they are bad experts. I am just saying there is a lot of people which is included in a blog post, even in Google feature snippet. So like this one, there is Rand Fishkin. Also, Rand Fishkin is not longer SEO. He's working on a startup, or Aleda Solis, Bill Slavsky, etc. people. So actually, you will find a lot of people there.
I think it's because of for example, in Turkey, people tend to see SEOs as people who are really who have really advanced knowledge on every part of SEO. In Turkey, there is no separation in terms of special areas like content SEO, technique SEO, or e-commerce SEO, Python SEO, etc. They all accept the same thing from a single person most of the time. I think this is more valid for the companies, but outside of Turkey, there are a lot of different SEOs with different specialized areas like feature snippet SEO, e-commerce SEO. There are a lot of people with different specialized in different areas. That's why maybe there are a lot of people outside of the country evaluating intentionally, and a lot of people are trying to work online right now. That's why there's a huge increase in the need for people who knows the environment, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna say I am not judging anybody from here because they are listed in these websites. They have contributions in the SEO community. They sharing all the time, so that's why they are included in some websites, such as Search Engine Journal or SEO Clarity or something different websites. There is a lot of people, like I said, which has contributed to the this community. So, but what if we are gonna choose someone from a different, actually, not just like a generic SEO community. For example, an SEO which is really experienced in an area which is feature snippets or local SEO business or something else. So it's eccentric because your mind can't focus on everything. There is a lot of people, a lot of newsletter in regarding SEO. Oh, hey, by the way, like I said, there's a lot of newsletters which you can follow, but at the same time, you can see a lot of different topics. So you should focus on something what you want to learn most. For example, what do you want to learn, Bishra, right now? What you are working on?
It's a difficult question for me because I want to learn many things right now, beginning from Regex, I guess. But I'm into site migrations right now because I started to need that more and more every day for project management there, because it's a normal thing for many websites.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into that. I'm trying to learn the basics and the advanced, maybe advanced levels, but Rome wasn't built in a day. It won't happen in a day. I will continue to improve myself, I guess.
So yeah, for that, you need to find a really great resource to learn how to migrate a website. Or we are here to help you because we experienced that. So that's why here is an opportunity to work with a SEO agency, because there is experienced people which maybe before did site migration. So we did it, yeah. Then, so what you're supposed to do if there is a lot of SEO newsletter and if there is a lot of SEO experts which we need to follow. Hey, Mehmet, by the way. So it's actually not my original diagram, but I find somewhere and I wanted to draw in my paper. Actually, the paper is here all the time. It's around me because you need to define the problem. What is the problem? Where is the problem? How the problem started to be? What if we do that? And then what is the solution? So we will find a solution to a problem, right? So for example, your problem in this case is site migration. If you want to learn, then your question is how to learn. Or you need to prioritize this. When? Because you have a lot of tasks, a lot of things you need to learn. So you need to prioritize them step by step, right? Or why do you need to learn site migration? Okay, I see you want to say something. I see that. Say it. Go for it.
So this is a really good diagram, by the way. Last week we were just chatting and having a cup of coffee with Roman, and he just asked me that, how are you feeling? And I just said that I feel really tired. And thanks to this diagram, we just realized that I need to take some time off to go for a walking because there's a lockdown in Turkey. And I tried it and it was better for me after that.
Yes, this paper is really popular, you know. Yep. in our agency, almost every week, Roman, like if we are talking Roman, probably he will send this photo for us, like do you have any problem? Okay, this is your diagram, just focus on and you are solving your problem.
Because you are out of the box guy, right? So
Yeah.
here's the box, and here is you. So that's out of the box. Okay, so I don't want to teach you everything about something special. So that's why I share with you that paper all the time. You need to remember that. You need to remember what's the problem. You need to know there is everything a solution for a problem. Even problem maybe it's the solution, because your problem is not a problem. So erase it. Okay, you're gonna say something, Vishra?
No, actually, I was just gonna make a joke about, but I I don't want to take your time.
It's okay. Okay, so we have Dre here from SEO Video Show channel. By the way, Dre had a lot of, by the way, speakers in their video show. So also he invited me in my next month to speak in a video show. So I'm gonna there too. We have Akris Pirada. Hey, good morning from Moldova. Here is afternoon actually, but okay. Hey everyone. Hey Miguel. So I am gonna to the next slide. Do you want to get better at strategic thinking? Because SEO have a lot of parts, right? Like I said, feature snippet optimization, or backlinks, link building, internal linking. So you will get better at something. In this part is strategic thinking. I subscribe to a newsletter, which is from Tom Krichkov. I guess it's right pronunciation. So it's called SEO MBA. There is a lot of content, a lot of really meaningful emails about how to think strategic. This was the first email from Tom, which is really like, I find it really logic. Why? Because when a C-level people come to you to get some services from you, they want to be you to be quick with them, because they don't have time. So you need to have something really special for them to say, you are here and your competitor is there. So you need to do that to get better than your competitor. Or something else about SEO MBA. Tom shared about let's never say again, or something like that, SEO audit. It's about SEO audit. So why do we need SEO audit? Because audit is actually not about SEO. It's not about internet. Audit is about analyze human body. It's actually a medical word. So he said, let's never talk about SEO audit. Yeah, that's the right one, because not even your client or not even your boss is want to see your SEO checklist, because every tool can give you a SEO checklist. There is a lot of SEO checklists, right? So client comes to you because they want a strategy. They want strategy plus details. Like you have an idea, so you also need to give details, right? So there's about that kind of topics. It's out of the box context. So if you want to get better at strategic thinking on SEO, you need to subscribe to this newsletter. I just recommend that, but of course there's a lot of them. So I'm gonna talk just about one specific newsletter, because like I said, there's dozens of newsletters. Or do you want to get better at Python SEO? Because if you are an SEO, you are actually not obligated to know Python, because Python is a programming language. But yeah, there is a lot of opportunities you can do with Python, because there is tools like DeepCrawl, Screaming Frog, etc. tools which just use Python to get the results you want to see on SEO to show your client. So actually, if you are an SEO, you are not obligated to know Python. Maybe you want to get better at strategic thinking, at marketing, because you sell really good, or you present a slide really good, then you need to present the slide, or you need to just to be a speaker at conferences. So there is no obligation to know Python, PHP, or something else, but it's a plus. It's a plus for you because you are learning something new, and there is no bad thing with that. So here is Ruth Everett from DeepCrawl, which has a newsletter called Hello World. And if you want to get better at Python, you need to subscribe to this newsletter. And also there is SEO Pythonistas on Twitter, where they retweet a lot of contributions. So if you want to see them, just go to these resources. Then, do you want to know what SEO community are working on so hard? So here we have SEO FOMO by Aleida Solis, which is coming every week on Monday. Aleida Solis is working really hard to find out the best resources to add here. And one of my posts actually was included in last month, I think. Yeah, last month was included in SEO FOMO. So there is a lot of blog posts from technical SEO to digital PR, from video SEO to internal linking. So also there you can find some SEO jobs, SEO people to follow, etc. So Aleida have a lot of resources which you can follow. You can see what people are working on so hard. Okay, then do you want to get better at leading an agency or a team? Like I said, you might don't know Python, but you may be leading really well. You are a best leader the agency have in their lifetime. Okay, so here we have a blog post from Steven, which is working for Content King, I think, yeah, from Content King, and he gave 7 lessons from leading SEO at digital marketing agencies. So you need to check this out because there is really meaningful thoughts, opinions about that. So read others' opinions, experts' opinions. And also, yep.
By the way, Atakan says that Aleida's learning SEO roadmap is really simple to understand. Actually, whenever someone tells me, teach me SEO, the first question I ask, if they're from Turkey, do you know English? Do you read in English? And if they say yes, I just copy and paste that link to them because it's a really good combination of sources for people who want to learn SEO.
Yeah, she shares a lot of diagrams. I follow her, like, I think since I entered this SEO industry in 2013. She's still the best. She's still the best in this community, I think, because she's working so hard for sharing something for this community. She's contributing a lot. I don't know how many people is working with her, but there is dozens of resources she's sharing every day, like Learning SEO, AI, IO, SEO newsletter, and blog posts, Crawling Mondays. How many others is there, right? I don't know how the time management she have, but it's really impressive.
Conference speaker. I just checked her schedule yesterday. There are a lot of conferences she regularly takes part in and give a speech.
Yeah, definitely. So, by the way, if there is someone which is subscribed to a channel or to someone else, which I didn't include here, you can share. Feel free for that. And then I'm gonna say, don't skip any whatever is this post that you might be interested in. Use Google Alerts It's free. It's totally free. I'm using this for, like, if I want to know about if there is something published a blog post regarding SEO strategy, I can enter this here, and I can create an alert, like from a regional or from a language, or which resource is the best one, or automatically how often, in a day or in a week. So actually you can create alerts for free from Google Alerts, and they will send to you on email automatically. Also, SEMrush doing this with brand monitoring. If you create a project, you can create also brand monitoring, but it's premium. If you pay for that, you can use brand monitoring. But for free, you can use Google Alerts or something else, like I said. Then, if you are a newbie in the SEO community, like I said, Aleida Solis has a really great website. So if you want to start to read, to listen, to watch a video, Aleida Solis, everything included there. And every week she updated this table. There is like execute a process, implementing CMS, for example, site migration, Bishra. She included a lot of blog posts about site migration. Or, for example, Adam, you are working on Core Web Vitals things, right? So
yeah,
there's a lot of things about Core Web Vitals, page speed, or etc. Deepen your SEO. There is different topics like Python, something else, or automate tasks that is included also. And free tools which you can use, because not everyone is working for an agency. Maybe there is freelancers, but they don't have a client yet. But they want to get better at this. So they might use free tools, SEO tools. So check this out if you are newbie. Don't miss some resources like that, because it's really important when you apply for a job like a junior SEO or SEO specialist. You need to know something from here. You need to have a different different way to say beyond the SEO checklist, because SEO checklist, like I said, is long story. It's long steps, tasks, or something like that. If you will read or listen to someone else, like this Weekly SEO, we are talking from different perspectives, and you can learn a lot of things from different resources. But you need to focus on something. So, like I said in my previous slides, if you have a problem, if you want to learn something, then deep in that, work deeply in that. And also, don't forget to note everything in maybe a free tool, or I'm using Microsoft To Do. It's really simple. It's despite Asana, because we're using Asana and also Trello, but it's for my personal and maybe work notes. So when I'm reading something or I want to read something, I note that in my notice to do. So I always keep in mind that things.
Yeah, that's really so useful for daily planning, because Asana is sometimes like more critical tasks you have there. But if you wanna make your daily plan, it's not to do. It's really, really useful for it.
Yep, definitely. So I'm finished here. Do you want to add something, by the way?
I guess if you're a newbie in SEO, you should definitely start working at an agency, because working at a brand does not. So most of the time, working for a brand does not give the opportunity to learn something new all the time. There's a different dynamic in the agencies. That's why it's a good place to start your career, I guess, for your career path.
Yeah, of course. Like agency is like you will have more opportunity, because like how can I say it? Like you have lots of industry opportunity to get experience. So why agencies is more important?
Definitely. So also many brands are working with SEO agencies. For example, before coming here, Bishra worked for a brand, but that brand also worked with us. So Bishra started to being in love with SEO, right? I didn't manipulate you to working on SEO, but you liked it a lot.
I'm
not sure about
that. So for me, I got interest. I really got in my interest in SEO. But if you're in a brand, you only have opportunity to think for only a brand, and you don't have any experiences for other types of sectors or websites. But in an agency, you can learn for many different topics like e-commerce, SEO, or Shopify SEO. There are a lot of things you should think, and most of the time, yeah, I think the same. Thank you, by the way. If you want to learn something, agency is a really good source of gold, a mine of gold, I guess. It's like a gold mine.
Yep.
So I basically said that I'm using your for information. But it's not like that.
So even if you are not in working for an agency or they don't accept you, don't give up. Just learn it. You can learn everything, not quickly maybe, but you need to start from somewhere. Start with, for example, learning SEO.io, because there is a lot of resources, and you will find out what you can solve, what kind of problem you can solve. Like I said, you can be a great speaker. You can create really great, amazing, insightful presentation. I don't know, you can lead an SEO agency, or you can be just an operational guy.
In terms of operations, okay, you need to have knowledge. For example, if you're a tech SEO, you need to know everything about tech SEO, advanced level, or a tech SEO manager. But being a general manager, I guess, in terms of an SEO department, is a really difficult task and a different job. Aside from knowledge, you should, I don't know, always motivate your team, show a leadership to them, and you should really know how to present yourself to the public. And that there are different skills besides SEO skills, I guess. Strategic thinking is also another level. It's not always about SEO.
Especially in content marketing, you need to have a really great strategic thinking. For example, you have it with Shai. You are really lucky because you have it. Not everyone can have a strategic thinking.
For content marketers, I guess, for Turkey, that's a lot common thing in Turkey that I came across. But I was like that before 4 or 5 years too. You just learn how to do it whenever you experience something new, and of course that for that in an agency it becomes faster. Thanks to that. Actually, thanks to working here, I learned a lot of things, and actually, today's topics are the outcome of it. Actually, for a previous content marketer, I always think that content is writing about something and just publishing it somewhere. When I was a newbie in content marketing business, but it has many different levels. Actually, content strategy is a level, and before the beginning part of the writing the strategy and finding the right strategy, you need to learn how to tell your content ideas as data and estimations to a C-level manager or a decision maker. Actually, this visual is from Aleida Solis's Women in Tech SEO presentation. I really love this visual because in terms of SEO, it's always hard to convince decision makers. And we talked about this a few weeks ago too, because most of the time decision makers understand the logic of paid marketing, social paid PPC marketing, but since we have many more technical depths and many more operations with software developers and etc., it may be it may got a little bit complicated, but it's not today's actually the topic. I want to talk about the content marketing, content SEO part related with the decision makers. Of course, you just previously said about summarizing slides to make a presentation to CEOs. Decision makers have a lot of things in their plates in daily basis. They need to think about a lot of things, and your content strategy or your content ideas is not the only thing you will think about. So they will have limited time to think, and you have limited time to convince them. Of course, of course, when you go to them with, okay, we're gonna boost your traffic, we have a lot of good and fancy content ideas, you will probably get no as an answer without a strategy and without data to prove it actually. And they want to see the results quickly most of the time. That's the actual summary of the visual. So this is also from Aleida's telling that how hard it is to convince someone, a decision maker, in terms of SEO. So when we go to a decision maker and talk about content marketing or writing new contents for their website, like, okay, its crawlability is important, and when you write this and publish this content, you will get ranked for more keywords. Or if you create a blog from scratch, you will double your traffic, or I don't know, you will increase your revenue. At that time, for some decision makers, it may sound fancy, but most of the time, for this part, they will answer like, okay, what is your estimation? What is the data? What is your proof? How do you believe that? Do you have any strategy? On what basis you are talking about? Because this always the questions you will come across as a content marketer, because they come to you to increase their traffic and revenue. So they know that they want the traffic increase and revenue, but they want to be sure to invest in something, because they will invest their money, they will invest their time, and it's not like, okay, I have a great idea, let's put it into action thing for them most of the time.
Definitely. So it's actually about SEO MBA newsletter, because Tom mentioned that if you don't have a specific results for your client, that's meaning nothing. That's meaning zero. There is no points. Okay.
So you may ask, where should I start? That's the most common question I come across from the content marketers. They always ask the same thing: where should I start, or where would you start at this process? Okay, going over but you should not start with an idea like this. Okay, I'm a content marketer, I want to increase traffic. Okay, I'm gonna go to look at my competitors' blogs. Okay, I checked them. There are a lot of cool and fancy topics, but I don't have any knowledge about their traffic or the keywords they're targeting, anything. I just see the topics and create the topic list and go to my, I don't know, superior or manager and show it. Probably you will get a no with that kind of thing too, if you want to convince with that kind of your manager. And a topic list does not equals to an objective key result. A topic list is the action plan of your strategy. So you need some key results to show beforehand. You should show the point you want to reach in terms of numbers in order to be satisfied with the content marketing, I guess. And that's where the data came in actually. So we can go over the next slide, because
you are saying that in the start of the month, you plan a number, right? So in the end of the month, then if you reach there, you will show to the client, from here we are come here, right?
Yeah, we will say that. So for most of the time, okay, for the customer part, they always come to me with content strategy or even content related KPIs. They just come to me naturally. They come to me and say that, okay, I want KPIs, but I want to, okay, you just predict some increases in clicks, traffic, etc. But I need the proof of it. How are you thinking of increasing that numbers? Give me an estimate and the action plan of it. Actually, that's the thing I'm talking about in the previous slide. So they want a logical estimation, and after that they want the action plan to reach that point. So everything, even in content marketing, everything starts with data. So you should, for any I'm talking this to any content SEO or content marketer, you should learn to deal with data, because without data you're nothing. You should be able to measure the result of the content you're writing or publishing. It's so important. Do not just think that, okay, I just wrote it and published it. The measurement part is not my thing. Okay, it's in the jungle of, it's in the universe of internet. I don't care whatever happens, but someone will care it, your superior. And your superior also will care about it. That's why you need to provide clear answers to them in order to do this.
Actually, I want to add something here also. Like as you said, you need to talk with the same language. Yeah, actually, you need to talk in the same language with data also, because like it depends on are you working with brands or are you working with startup? For example, if you are working with brand, and if this brand is just aiming to get some brand awareness, like this impression metrics is even more important for you. But but if you are working with startup, probably this startup which doesn't have any aim, like any goal to get brand awareness, probably they will aim, like they will focus on our product sell, probably they will ask you, oh, okay, that's cool, we have impressions and our clicks improved, but what about our product selling? That's
actually most of the brands do not want any brand awareness. They want higher conversion rates. So you should be the person who should decide whether you can get that traffic or not. So brand awareness is out of the question for these estimations, for your KPI estimations, because you need to increase the high quality traffic of your brand, and you need to increase the conversion rates of your brand. In my experience, most of the brands do not want any estimations about brand awareness. That's they do not want it, and they just mention it at the beginning. So this is for this whole process, you're right, by the way, I'm not saying you're wrong. For this process, you should, before starting this business, you should really communicate effectively with the client or your superior. You should learn what he or she wants. According to their desires, you will create your strategy. For example, for some brands, they will want to increase only their non-brand traffic. And for some brands, they want to make brand awareness for tax-related or, I don't know, law-related areas. But as always, I just mentioned before, you cannot do this without research and data. So where you will start, actually, let's talk about the start point, because I talked a lot. You have also slides.
Pisha, words to live by.
What?
Words to live by.
Okay.
Okay, go over it.
So where to start point is always important. Rome wasn't built in a day. I really love this sentence. So it won't happen in 30 minutes or in an hour, okay? You need to go into deeper in order to make that estimations and data to convince your client. Yeah, thank you. I just understood verse to bore by. That's why I couldn't understand what are you trying to say. I'm a deaf person. I'm an old lady. Okay, so in order to for the estimations for my typical day for a big brand, I almost work 2 or 3 days before creating, at least 2 or 3 days before creating any estimations. I'm not talking about content strategy, because estimation and research part is the beforehand, the beginning point of your strategy. After you complete this, you will get some feedback and you will create your content strategy. So this is your beginning point. This is your end game. If you convince your customer here, you can continue with the promise at this you get at this point. So where should you start? So you need traffic. For traffic, you cannot say that, okay, I will get ranked for more and more keywords. You cannot say that as a proof, but in order to improve it with data as a proof, the first point you can start is to make a competitor research, keyword gap research or content gap research in SEM. It's not, do we call it SEMrush right now? It's not SEMrush anymore, right? Yes, keyword gap in SEMrush, Ahrefs gap in a content gap in Ahrefs, but this is a screenshot from SEMrush. So if you know your competitors, and actually 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, I also talked about how to find your competitors, and also I have a how to find your competitors video in this channel. You can find and watch that parts about how you can find your competitors. So you know your competitors. Maybe you have 2 or 3 competitors. You should make a content gap research one by one with them. These two, for example, SEMrush gives you the missing opportunities. Missing opportunities means that your competitor gets ranked for some amount of keywords, but you don't have any visibility for them. So dig over that keywords, whether they are branded or they are for brand awareness or they are for they are actually really conversional keywords. You just need to go over them. Sometimes, if you are lucky, it happens like 200 or 300 keywords, but in most of the worst case scenarios, it's like 20,000 keywords or 30,000 keywords. So you should create some filtering mechanism for you. For example, you can say that, okay, I just want to see the keywords my competitor gets ranked in top 20, because top 20 is more important than top 80 or top 19 position, because in 19th position there may be some irrelevant keywords triggered somehow by the content you create. If you are, for example, a text company, you may get triggered from a cargo company keyword too, because it's the nature of the language and algorithms. So top 20 is always the good place to start. You should just go over the missing keywords, and these tools also show you the big keywords too, whether your competitor gets better position than you. That's a really good place to look at too. So you should dig over all of these keywords and you should create a keyword list for yourself. So, okay. And for the big words, actually, I strongly suggest you should choose the keywords you're ranked for position 5 or higher. Not top 5, 6, 7, 8, and until 20, not the first position, the mentioning I'm here, higher is the top 20. So you should choose like that because you need to make some estimations, and I'm going to get that point why I'm saying that you should choose from 5 to 20 in the next slide. Next slides, I guess. So this is the first thing you should look at. This is a really good beginning point, because you will find some fancy ideas to improve, to boost your blog instead of content ideas. Keyword ideas is your beginning point. And as a second way, you may experience a really deep decrease in terms of keywords you get. because of algorithm updates or anything. Maybe you have a site migration. For example, this is from a website who had a site migration during December. They changed lots of things. We actually effectively directed them, but as a nature of killing some pages, changing the content of your page, it's natural to have experience this kind of thing, because they closed most of pages and keywords. But this is not a site migration example, by the way. Just think it as a normal website whose visibility increased dramatically in a few months. Just think it like that. So if you have SEMrush or Ahrefs, again, if you see this for domain review, just go to your database information, your historical data, just click the month you have the higher number, and just download all of the keywords you get results from top 1 to top 5 for this one, because it's different. And after that, just get your recent data and do the same thing for your recent data, and just with a VLOOKUP formula, just combine them and see where's your positions right now in these keywords. If you have more keywords with positions higher than 5, and you lost all of them, all of their visibility from the top 3, and voila, these are your new keywords to work on. You lost your visibility on them, but if you achieve getting higher rankings for them, then you will increase your traffic again. You will go to your glorious days again. This is another way to find your opportunity strategically. So this is your preparation part for your data, the estimation data. There are 2 steps. You can use them, and if you are another step from the listeners or who will watch this video, you can leave them in the comment section below. I really want to hear that. I mean, really, I'm so excited. I couldn't put into words my excitement. You can leave comments, your ideas. I'm trying to say that.
I want to ask listeners what kind of tools they're using for competitor analysis and keyword research. So, by the way, great tips, Bushra. Really great tips, especially with the VLOOKUP. Export the data and then put in Excel or Google Sheets and then use formulas.
Yeah, and for the previous one, I said that just find the keywords your competition is getting ranked better. Sometimes these SEO tools, because they're just they are giving estimations, they cannot estimate everything. If you are at top 90 position for something, they may show it 0 because of some changes in the algorithms at the point they crawl your website. If your customer wants the exact data and the current traffic from that specific keyword, if you are getting ranking, I strongly suggest to combine Google Search Console data with your keyword list data. It helps a lot to show the logic of the estimations and to see what will be the effect of your operations in the future for the traffic of that specific query. So I'm testing it right now. I just developed it and go a step further, and I'm testing it right now for brands. That's a really good thing to show the effect, the effectiveness of the table and the data. That's a really good thing. So you change everything. You have a keyword list. You have a total volume to work on. Okay, you may say that, for example, you created a non-brand keyword list, 97 keywords, consisting of 97 keywords, and you have 20,000 or 15,000 volumes, monthly volumes. So what? If you go like this to your decision maker, they will say that, okay, it's 15,000, but so what? What will you do with these keywords? What will our traffic be in 3 months or 6 months or 9 months or in a year? So what is the projection of this list to your traffic? They may ask it, and that's the point. You should start to think strategically, and you should be able to oversee what may results be in the future to give the best estimation. For this part, actually, there are a lot of CTR studies out there. Backlinko has a really good CTR study. Moz also have one. Okay, from studies to studies, these numbers may change, but from the last time I check, the top 3 positions, the amount of the clicks the top 3 position gets differs from like 56% to 33.9%, and for branded keywords it's like 82% from, I guess I read it from advanced web rankings. Also for e-commerce, for top 3 positions, it's like 31% like this. So that's your magical percentage. You may just make estimations according to that intervals. So if we say that it's 50%, we may think like that's the maximum level of the traffic if I get ranked in top 2 for all of these keywords, and you can just divide the whole volume number by 2 because it's 50%, it's the half. And for the 33.9%, it differs from up to 35%. So for the minimal, I just divide for 3.5 fish a number. So that's your interval. For all, if I get ranked in the top 3 for all of these keywords, this will be my maximum level, and this will be my minimum level. You can now tell your decision maker in numbers what will be the effect. And of course, it's impossible to get ranked in all of them because there are a lot of competition. So you may just create a roadmap according how big your list is. For example, if you have 300 keywords, you may plan it like this. If you have keywords from 5th position to 10th position, and if you believe that you can go higher with that keywords, you have a low keyword difficulty level. And if you believe that you can create really good optimizations for that keywords, you may start to make your estimations like this. For the 5th and 6th position keyword, I believe I can change their positions in 3 months. So voila, if you have 30 keywords in that positions in your list, you have your 3 months estimations. You can use the same formula for the total volume of keywords, and you can do that estimation. That's actually the starting point. You can create quarter by quarter or half a year and 1 year estimations. It's all up to you. And if your client wants to see how many keywords they will get visibility, you will also automatically give the number of keywords you will increase in that area. For example, for brand awareness part, I always tend to explain that you may think these numbers as minimum numbers, because when some keyword triggered by a piece of content, probably 20 or 30 more may get triggered by it too, because Kevin, you also showed it somewhere, and Kevin Indik also showed it somewhere. It's a total game. It's like domino effect. You may get more and more visibility. So this is your beginning point to tell it.
Yep. No woman are capable to do that, to create something. Wow. Bishra, we can close the doors,
So this is how to turn your data, your content ideas into data. In the background of your mind, you will always have content ideas, but these keywords will support your content ideas and your estimations. And you can create also some fancy charts, line charts, or I don't know, bar charts for all of these estimations to show. Actually, you don't need any fancy tool to create all of this projection. you can create your own projection with a simple Excel. Yeah, I know free tools are not useful and suggest simple keywords. And I actually mentioned that if you don't have any tools, you have Google Search Console. Actually, Kevin Indig makes content tuning only with Google Search Console, and there are really good articles about it. Of course, if you don't have any free tools, you can always try Hey Booster. It's a really effective it's really effective in terms of organic insights. We can leave the link below. They can also use it for organic insights. They only need to they only need to connect their Google Analytics and Google Search Console accounts, but there are free ways to do it. I'm like the trickster of the free things. I love free things, and I'm trying to find a solution from free things most of the time. It's just the way of thinking. Just feel free to think. You may find always something. And yes, now you can create your action list. After you convince your decision maker, you can create your action plan. Now it's time to create that idea list, because you will need to have a funnel, content funnel. Aleyda Solis have a really fancy funnel. That's why I won't draw it again. So now you have your keywords. Separate your keywords according to stages of your sales funnel, and plan your content ideas, plan your content types, and write your strategy, by the way. Now it's a good time to write a strategy. And now you're ready to go. Now you can create that list you want at the beginning.
It's the time to work with Bushra.
Yep.
Okay, Adam, we are with you.
Okay, I will summarize as far as possible, and this my section, because it's kind of more than 1 hour, and that's my weekly blog recommendation. Is from Patrick Stokes, which I choose one of the blog posts I recommend for the week, and explain the Core Web Vitals metrics is very detailed, and the things will change with the next update. It's till March, not March, the May. There's a huge update for Core Web Vitals, and it's also explained many useful tools and how to interpret the PageSpeed Insight. When you are while you are crawling your website in PageSpeed Insight, also you need to interpret this feedback, and it's also explained in this blog post. It also includes some tips on the analysis of our website on the basis of PageSpeed metrics using Chrome DevTools. There's quite screenshots about that, and it's explained with photos. And that's my recommendation for weekend. You can read this great blog post, and it's really useful, and it's includes lots of knowledge about Core Web Vitals. And I have also some slides about this blog post. I will talk about the next slide.
Okay.
And in this blog post, there's a quick facts section. It's mentioned in this blog post, and in this section, our Core Web Vitals metrics.
He got excited and lost the connection, I guess.
Definitely, yeah. Oh, right now it's
my internet. My internet was really perfect while.
Oh, damn. Okay, try it now.
Oh my god.
You can close your camera if you want.
Is it good now?
Yeah, it's good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go for it.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god. Really, this internet kills me every week. Okay, I think it's okay now.
Yeah, it's okay.
And okay, and with this update, what website owners should pay attention, or SEOs, as you know, our metrics are divided into desktop and mobile. However, after 100% mobile indexing update, it's delayed because of coronavirus, but it will switching this update in March. Only our performance on the mobile side will be effective as a ranking factor for us. If you so your good performance on desktop will not only be enough for you. You need to also focus on your mobile section, because probably your mobile performance is more important for Core Web Vitals, and it's important for ranking factor. And another point is, as you know, our data is shared with us through Chrome user experience, and there's an important concept here is 75th percentile. Like, for example, 70% of our users experience, they have healthy speed, on this page. But if the other 5% has need improvement status, you need to be actually 75 this healthy level. If there's another part, maybe 5% need improvement, probably your status of this page will be need improvement, not good, because you need to provide your website, your page is the 70 good status. If you wanna see this, if you wanna see this page as a good status. And another point, if we don't have,
but that was the exciting point, I guess. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Yeah, I did it.
Okay, so Adam's speech is so technical. The connection is really with trouble. Try it now, Adam. We lost Adam.
Now I have Roman profile picture.
Oh. Yeah, let's go with Roman.
And now and again, I'm so sorry for this internet connection. Okay, if you don't have enough data on our pages to measure user experience, Miller said here that the performance of the overall site can be evaluated in this section. If you don't have enough data for Chrome user experience data, Google will focus on your overall site performance.
Okay.
And I want to focus on here is why we need to check our website with Filmstrip. For example, we can crawl our website only through PageSpeed Insight and identify the problem there, and it's also presented us how to solve this major problem, but it's not giving us the main problem here. And for example, here we are given the element cost of our layouts that cause the shifts. In the analysis of our sample website, we are shown just here the body HTML code, but also it's giving us there's a photo of all how can I say
the full screen of website.
Yeah. Thank you for this helping.
Always.
It's not a special point. It's not special point to solve. It's just a general problem. So you need to find this. If you wanna focus the main part, the problem, you need to watch your film strip, your loading film strip, how your website is loading, and you can detect your problem here and solving it. And this is the best part for Bishra, because Bishra likes free tools, as you know, and this is a totally free tool, and for your cumulative layout shift. And I discovered it recently, and it's really, really simple to use, and offers us the parts that cause the shifts on our website with a GIF. And it also offers the source code, like PageSpeed Insight. And by checking this source code, we can solve the problems that cause shifts. Also, you can generate your CLS issue on your website with this GIF, and you can generate it. Yes, sometimes I'm using it. That's so true. I'm sorry. And some premium tools, I don't wanna pay. I just try to use them. Sometimes I'm using this technique. By the way, this is the really expected improvement, and it's now came, and really every SEO almost is so happy, because, as I said, everyone is waiting this improvement, this update. After we made some improvements to the website, like an update was made in Search Console, which is the first point we checked, like how is our queries, how improved our pages, etc. And one of the most troublesome points on Search Console was that we couldn't filter our branded keywords completely. Yeah, that was the main problem. And for example, if our brand name is H&M, it's a popular brand from Sweden, users can search for it very differently sometimes. For example, there were many alternatives that came up as Hans and Moritz, or H&M, or Hans space Moritz, etc. Like different spelling, and that's sometimes difficult to filter it for branded keywords. And the problem of multiple filtering on this website, and not being able to filter it completely, and now is resolved with Search Console, because it's supporting now Regex, and we will able to filter more than one query, and you can use like Regex, and you can filter in easy way with this Regex code.
But you need to know.
That's my slide. Yeah, but it's just a simple code to detect or. It means or, and you can filter more than one branded keywords here.
Yeah, it's not hard to learn Regex, by the way. It's really simple. There is a lot of resources you can have on learningseo.io or GC written that, or there was Annie who writes a blog post with video. So it's a completely great resource for you if you want to learn Regex and use the most of Google Search Console Regex option. So someone taken the screenshot. Okay. It was your last slide, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. And by the way, if you want to ask something, you can use this link. We will share the deck on the description section after this live stream, when we will close. And see you next week. Thank you very much for being with us. It's over 1 hour, but every week we have just 1 hour. So now we are over this 1 hour. Okay. Thanks everyone for being with us. Goodbye. See you next week.
See you.